Sunny Radio, where it's always in the 80s. Thank you so much for joining us on a Tuesday. We've got a special event coming up later this week. It is called the Sioux Falls Snow Jam Comedy Festival. I have Mike DeVore joining me on the line right now. Mike is one of the comedians that we're going to see at the Snow Jam Comedy Festival. Mike, first of all, how are you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
Fantastic. I'm excited for this weekend. Now, where are you from, Mike? You're not from Sioux Falls, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm actually from San Diego, California.
Oh, very cool. Now, have you been to Sioux Falls before?
I have not.
Mike, have they told you how cold it gets here?
I have an idea, but I'm pretty sure I'm in for a rude awakening when I get there. I don't think I have any clothes. I'm from Southern California. I don't think I have any, winter clothes.
Well, the good news, Mike, it's actually a beautiful week so far, and I think it's going to be nice. At least nice for us. Maybe not so nice in your mind. Mike, how long have you been a stand-up comic? Have you been doing this a long time?
March will be 3 years.
And I always like to ask, what made you decide to be a comedian?
Oh, I totally hated my job. I was in the Navy. I was very depressed, and I was like, I hate this. So I decided, you know what? Let me try comedy. Let me see if I like it. And I fell in love. 3 years later, here I am in South Dakota.
Well, that's really cool. I'm glad that you're a comedian, but I also want to say thank you for your service in the Navy. That's awesome, man.
Anytime. Thanks for the support.
So to go from the U.S. Navy to being a comedian, that's quite a change. If there's somebody listening right now, maybe they don't like their job and they're thinking, I want to be a comedian. What kind of advice would you give to a future comic?
Just go up. Everyone thinks their first time is it's a big deal. In the grand scheme of things, if you continue with comedy, your first time isn't a big deal. It's just a matter of getting up. Get up as much as possible.
So get out, do the open mics, play for 5 people if that's what it takes, but do the crappy gigs because those lead to the better gigs, and it's all good experience.
Everything is, it's all about experience. The first few years of comedy is just getting comfortable on stage. And then, once you're comfortable, then you can be funny.
Again, our guest right now, Mike DeVore, one of the comedians that you'll be seeing at Snow Jam Comedy Festival. It's coming up this weekend in Sioux Falls. Mike, as you've been out traveling, what's one of the weirdest things that you've come across as a comedian?
There's actually this one show. I live in an inner city part of San Diego, pretty much the ghetto, and I got booked for this show that was about 4 or 5 blocks away from my house. I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't have to drive too far. So I do the show, and then during the show, I get heckled by this random lady. I don't think she just walked into the venue, and then she was heckling me, and I handled it. Then the next day, I see her pushing a cart down the street from my house, and I was like, I've never had a heckler live next to me. So that was pretty interesting.
Man, nothing like bringing your heckler home with you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, we'll try not to have any hecklers follow you home, but thank you so much for joining us at the Snow Jam Comedy Festival in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Mike, thanks for being on the radio with me.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I cannot wait.
Again, the Sioux Falls Snow Jam Comedy Festival starts this Thursday, so it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Tickets are available right now. It's at 3 different locations. There's 30 comedians, and it's one amazing weekend. If you would like to go, get your tickets now. All of the details at Sioux Falls SnoJamComedyFest.com. And if you don't remember all of that, we've got a link to it at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio. Thanks for listening on a Tuesday.